Coming up next is Curt Fletcher.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Curt?
Hey, how are you?
All right.
Hey, guys.
Woo!
Hey. What's up?
Chilling.
How you guys doing? How's the bartender? How you doing, man? Nobody else ever asked how he's doing, I bet, huh? You doing all right? You doing? Yeah.
All right.
I like your shirt. It's comfortable. Looks like a good shirt to bartend in. It's nice. I got some jokes. I'll read them off a piece of paper and say, I can't memorize anything. It's really stupid. Alright. So a buddy of mine, he's a Native American fella. He was actually, he was telling me that he played on the basketball team over at Sippy. And I was like, oh, how do you guys start your games? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, because Native Americans don't tip. Notice that a lot of Catholics go out to eat after church. And I think it's because they're trying to get the taste of Jesus out of their mouth. When I was younger, I wasted a lot of time and money on this big pyramid scheme. You might have heard of it. It's called church.
Yeah!
I got wasted a lot of money. Do you guys ever think that serial killers ever brag like, "Hey, I got some chick's digits"? I don't know who they brag to though. Yeah, they usually don't have friends. All right, here's an impression. You guys like impressions? I hope so. So I'm doing one. All right, this is my impression of Jeffrey Dahmer delivering a eulogy. You guys ready for this? Okay, that's good. Everyone's like, "Who's Jeffrey Dahmer?" That's fine. Jeffrey Dahmer delivering a eulogy. Steve was a great man. No, really, I went back for seconds.
Ew.
The term man cave means something totally different to gay dudes. What was that one again? There we go. I was up in Santa Fe one time, and there's this lady who's working at the Allsups. She had one of those teardrop tattoos under her eye. So I was curious. I was like, "Hey, did you kill a gang member?" She's like, "No, I had an abortion."
Woo!
Yeah!
Yeah!
That was my response too. I was like, yeah, Allsups is good. It's a good place to have an abortion. Enjoy your burrito. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. A lot of people in the United States, they don't use the metric system unless it makes them sound less lazy. You know, like my friend was like, "Hey, I'm running a 5K." I was like, "Actually, you're running a 3.1 M." So one of my good friends, he's over at my house not too long ago, and he was telling me, he said that I'm such a good friend that I'm the only friend that he would let have sex with his sister. Which, you know, at first I was thinking, wow, that's a really nice compliment. But then I thought, I wonder if he's just trying to sneakily ask to have sex with my sister, you know? So I thought about it a little bit before I responded, and I was like, you know what, you're such a good friend that I wouldn't want you to have sex with my sister. You know, because she's like super lazy and you'd end up doing all the work, and that's not fun. She really is lazy. I'm pretty lazy too, though. Actually, I got fired from my job at the pencil factory for taking too many number 2s. Alright, you guys, I know a lot of people probably think the worst part about having hemorrhoids is the anal bleeding, but it's actually not the case. Not for me, anyway. The worst part for me is the farts. Like, I used to have some really loud, like, massive, bassy farts that were really cool, you know? And, but now they kind of make, like, a weird, like, high-pitched squeak sound, you know? And I think it's kind of like your favorite metal band releasing an acoustic album. You know, it's still kind of cool. It's just not quite the same. Yeah, I said releasing. It's pretty brilliant wording right there. So this is fun. Any Creed fans? Anywhere? I don't know if you know this, the singer from Creed, Scott Stapp, actually lives in a Holiday Inn now, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's way better than a Motel 6, but actually lives in a Holiday Inn. And I was thinking, like, you know, he probably has to work at the Holiday Inn, you know, to earn his room, because they're not, you know, they're not super cheap, and he's not selling too many albums. So I just picture him like working with the housemaids, you know, like the little Mexican ladies, and you know, the little Mexican ladies, they listen to Creed, they know what's up. Right? Yeah, fuck yeah. So I picture the little Mexican ladies like kind of fucking with him every day, like, you know, they're like, Mr. Scott Stapp from Creed, when you take the elevator, it will take you higher.
Yeah.
And Mr. Scott Stapp from Creed, when you fold the sheets, make sure you do it with your arms wide open. That's the only Creed songs I know. That joke ends right there. What? What?
Rule of 3.
I know the rule of 3. I don't know 3 Creed songs though.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta write a joke. I just don't know any Creed songs, and I'm not gonna Google that shit. Fuck that.
My own prison.
My Own Prison. That's a good one.
There you go.
Okay, we'll think of something next time.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. So has anyone tried online dating yet? Have you guys done that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Creed,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I actually saw a commercial the other day. It's for it's like a black people online website for dating, and it's called blackpeoplemeet.com. And I was thinking, what if you spell meat wrong? It's a totally different website, or it's the exact website you're looking for. Either way, yeah. So some of my friends convinced me to use Tinder. I know Dan was talking about it because he's a creepy dude. Here's something I've noticed about Tinder. Like, going on Tinder when you're horny is a lot like going to the grocery store when you're hungry. You know? Like, everything looks pretty good at the time, but then you get anal warts. I shot at Smith's in the ghetto. So. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, got one more joke. So this is kind of a thing I'm gonna work on. I've never done this one before. So this is gonna be Hitler doing stand-up. You guys ready?
Yes. Fuck yes.
Woo!
Okay. So like the MC comes up and he's like, all right, are you guys ready for your next comedian of the evening? He's a real gas. He's got a new book out. All right, everyone, he's my Fuhrer and yours. Put your right hand in the air. Adolf Hitler, yeah! And now it's Adolf Hitler. I do a bad impression of Adolf Hitler, by the way, so it's not going to be that good. But you can picture him. You've seen him. You know what he's like. All right, so he's like, all right, so I was reading this little girl's diary today, and I was like, oh, boo-hoo. Am I right? My name's Curt Fletcher. Thank you, guys.